Brooklyn Independent Television.
If you didn't already know, May is Bike Month, and reporter Lauren Moraski braving helmet hair, because safety first, right? To see how the city initiative will likely introduce more bicyclists on our streets, despite ongoing bike lane debates and the NYPD issuing record number biking violations.
You've learned how to balance.
They say you never forget how to ride a bike, but what if you never learned in the first place? Some New Yorkers are finding out it's never too late to get on that two-wheeler.
I've been wanting to learn to ride a bike forever. It really feels like a miracle because I've never actually been able to do this. It's just so remarkable.
I give myself permission to learn how to ride a bike. All right!
Learn to Ride is one of the many classes offered by Bike New York. This one taking place right under the Brooklyn Bridge in Dumbo in an empty lot, safe for newbies.
Each summer, maybe 1,000 to 1,500 adults go through our Learn to Ride program, and it's usually women. I would say like 85 to 90%. And many of them are immigrants who come from another country where maybe girls don't learn how to ride when they're children, or maybe they only had one bike in the family, so they didn't get a chance to learn. Also, there's lots of native New Yorker women who grew up maybe in a super urban environment where their parents didn't want them to ride, or where they just took the subway everywhere. So now they're adults, and bicycling is booming, and they're ready to learn.
Biking has more than doubled in New York over the last 5 years. On an average day, 236,000 cyclists traverse the city.
I think it's booming because of all the different forces that are converging. The recession, so cycling is really cheap, so it's really affordable. Environmental concerns, health concerns, cycling is very good for your health, even physically and mentally. So with the obesity rates rising, it's great for your body.
These bikers-to-be had many reasons to learn to ride.
Figured that if I took a class, then I would get rid of whatever anxiety I had about riding a bike. And I actually have a vision that I will be riding quite frequently in the future, so I figured that this would be a nice beginning.
I always wanted to learn and never had the guts to just do it. My husband dropped me off and I asked him not to be sneaking on any tree, looking, watching. I didn't want him to see me. I mean, maybe because I'm embarrassed if I fell. So I made him go away, I'm so happy that I'm not the only one in this world that doesn't know how to ride a bike, I mean, I have family that learned a long time ago. My kids, they know how to do it.
By the end of the 2-hour class, most students are biking on their own.
The pedals off first to get the balancing together. Once you get the balance together, put the pedals back on. Learn how to navigate the pedals, which is a challenge. But once you learn how to navigate the pedals, you're done. That's it. You're biking. Okay, so you're going to get in line.
Next up, practicing in a greenway or a park and then hitting the streets. There, cyclists are encouraged to use bike lanes where available. This comes as the NYPD continues to crack down, handing out tickets to bikers not using the lanes.
These riders who are learning how to balance and pedal today, they need a bike lane in order to start cycling in New York City. They're not going to just jump on any street. They're not that intrepid. And a bike lane is going to be their sort of like welcome mat into cycling in New York City.
I hope to take the next level, which teaches you, I think, sort of 1B, a micro step forward.
I'm actually going to be borrowing a friend's bike for the summer. He's actually going away. So I get to practice, and ultimately I hope to buy my own bike.
So watch out, New York. It sounds like you'll be seeing even more bicyclists navigating the streets in the days to come. For Brooklyn Review, I'm Lauren Moraski.
Become a fan on Facebook, like Brooklyn Independent Television.